Hey, Max here. I decided to cover this more as long as there's new details coming out. I don't know where this is gonna lead, but Saggy is doing a good job working with the ladies and actual viewers and mods and fans of Popcorn Planet that based on these allegations, thoroughly believe that they were mistreated and um I think in my opinion, based on what I've seen, are being lied about, that they're crazy and they're trolls and they're just looking for this man's clout. So let's discuss this a little bit.
Warning, this video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions,
The first thing I want to say, this whole Andy victory tour from Screen Junkies, and where um he was found innocent of one thing, of one situation that was arisen from 3 years ago, but not all the accusations. And even though these are all allegations from so far, there's a lot of, I wouldn't say a lot, but there's several women giving all very similar allegations. And then we're also going to take a look at his apology, and if you accept this man's apology, or if you think he's lying, and the reason Saggy's doing such a good job, but I'm surprised more bigger YouTubers are not covering this. And I do think it's because he throws his weight around and it threatens a lot of different things, and that's how he's got away, in my opinion. That's why he continues to get away with this stuff, and he hasn't learned anything. And the other reason I decided to continue covering it is because he grifts on people. People do deserve a second chance, but I don't believe this man does. I believe this man, in my opinion, is a garbage person, knows exactly what he's doing, and the only thing he's learned is to use that app that deletes your stuff. What is it called? Oh man. I forget the name of the app that deletes everything. That's the only thing he's learned. He hasn't learned how to be a better person. I don't really think he cares about anyone except himself. And let me make this full screen. This is what Saggy and I believe Britt, the accuser, have now brought up. Now, I do, even though this is actually sad to read. I think it's sad because it feels like she was trying to let him down easy. The only thing that I think is missing here, though, is there you see check mark. I think that means that it was seen, but you can't really see that it was sent to Andy. But Saggy says she found it. She told him to stop November 8th, and he sent her the video that November 28th. Get wrecked, Andy, you liar. So liar, liar. And we'll also get to the lamest. I rewatched his video. It's the lamest fucking excuse I've ever seen. And he literally does not address how the video got out there whatsoever. He doesn't admit to sending it to anyone. So if you believe that, now just take this for a second. If you believe he doesn't know how it got there, he just has a random video on his phone of himself pleasuring himself. What a fucking weirdo. All right, so this is what it says. I really enjoyed being part of this community, and I don't want to lose that over a fling. And I hope, so she does admit it was a fling, and I hope not to lose your friendship either. So for me not to lose any of that, I think we should keep it platonic. No harm, no foul. I would like for you to really know me because I have a big heart and make a great friend. I'm flattered that you trust me enough to open up to me that way you have. I just don't want it to get overly complicated or cause hurt to anyone. And apparently this was November 8th. And then November 28th, he sends this. I would also like to find out how did Britt receive this? Was this also, oh, it was Telegram. And here is something else. There are more people coming out that are accusing Andy. It says 2 more women came to me showing proof of contact with Andy Signore. Oh, showing proof. And you better be preparing for your BS defense because I refuse to let these women keep being afraid of you. So Saggy is on the case, and she basically said, come at me, bro. Come at me. She is not going to back down. And I honestly, with knowing people on the internet, and from people that have watched the actual video, Andy, I think Saggy's got bigger balls than you do. So don't mess with the Melonz. All right. Let's get to this part, which I rewatched, and then we're going to get to his apology. And if you still accept this, because this is where he's made the majority of his funds since he's got him back, he has really pushed this narrative that he was on that he should not have been canceled, and he is on a redemption arc. But this man is not trying to redeem himself, in my opinion. He is just trying to find better ways to cover his tracks. And then when people have issues with him, he calls them crazy and pushes them away. So this is the most bullshit excuse I've ever. I can't believe people are falling for this. Let's go through it just this minute here. Just this minute.
It's either like the crazy deep fake, like, and they're defaming me and it's awful.
Crazy deep fake. This video that's very legit. Everyone agrees it's real. This is what's wild. People are still defending this pervert, but everyone agrees the video is real. But he says crazy deep fake.
Right? Or like, let's humor them for a second. Let's say it is what it is, right? They're literally breaking the law. This person, they're saying I used her. Oh my God, they're using her to a degree that I don't even think
he doesn't admit that he didn't use her. He's like, I used her. Yeah, but you're using her too. Okay.
Realizes how effed she is legally. If that was real and it gets out and it's like, I'm like, I don't even know. Like, did they hack my phone? Like, is this a deep fake? I don't even know. I refuse to engage or give them any.
My phone is a deep fake. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how a video. I'm pretty sure if you made a video of yourself doing that, mouthing the name Brit, that you would know where that video came from. So I firmly believe this man is a complete liar. If you hit record of yourself doing something and you mouth someone's name, you're gonna remember that. But he has no idea. It could be a deep fake. It could be someone hacked his phone. And then here he says, this again is the most revealing part. You don't have my permission, though.
They definitely don't have my permission. So tread lightly, trolls, because you have now crossed the line.
That is where he goes really unhinged and threatens people and gaslights them all. Calling them trolls, people speaking out. So this is also, I want to bring this up. And here we go. This is something else I want to bring up. Now, this is one of the other people that came up in his initial cancellation. that you should, because there's a huge pattern here. Yes, he should, he has his right to prove himself innocent. And this is using the court of public opinion. But this was not, as far as I know, this was not proven false. The other accuser was, but not this one. Emma R. Bowers. In light of recent events with Harvey Weinstein, now's a good time to remind you, everyone, that I was sexually harassed by Andy Signore, the creator of Screen Junkies. I was interning, aka working, for copy credit on some viral videos for him, and he came across some pinup photos I had done. He messaged me to say how hot I was and tried to play it off as silly. Jacking it to you in your undies. And then when I tried to brush it off, he offered me to come over so he could do it in person. I will never get his exact words. You can read a book for all I care. You need to understand this guy was my boss. He was in a position of power, and I was very underskilled young lady working for him for free. This is such a pattern. He does this to people. All the people that have accused him, he has them work for him for free. He flirts with them. He crosses boundaries. He would be so done if this was a normal job setting. And he knows it. It's very underskilled, working for him for free with promise of if he could pay me. So I said, I'm flattered, but no thank you, because I was desperate to break in the world of costume design. A few months later, when I realized the project was going nowhere, I finally got the courage to back out. I told him I was done. His response, oh, that's professional of you. Okay. So that was one of the people that accused him. And then I want to share this quick video because I've done research on this. Do you still accept Andy's apology for the way he's been? Because this is the way he grifts and takes money from all his viewers, is saying that this isn't him anymore. But I believe it very much is him, and I think in some ways he's worse.
Started the Me Too movement. I was literally the second person to be publicly accused of sexual misconduct. Allegations claim that I had privately made some sexual and flirtatious comments towards female fans online, and one fan made harsher claims and falsely.
Okay, the one fan was the one that he won the defamation case against, but he didn't win it against all his fans, and now there's even more out now. But people might not go into all that context. They might say, oh, he was proven innocent. He's not that innocent. He just wasn't guilty of what she suggested. But there's other accusations even back then that still haven't been cleared up. And I do not think this man is even trying to redeem himself. I think people do deserve redemption, but I don't believe this man has it in him. I honestly don't. That's my opinion. I think he's horrible. And I go back and forth if I want to cover this, but there's not a lot covering this. People are scared to. And I do have a source that says top YouTubers are ignoring this, and because they're friends with him or friendly with him. And he is not as he's playing a character in his videos, laughing it off, but behind the scenes he's panicking and drawing lines in the sand. You cannot associate with these people that are calling me out.
He accused me of multiple sexual assaults, abuse, and retribution. Without any factual evidence or efforts to seek the truth, headlines were written and stories were inflated and or fabricated, often reporting falsely that I had been demanding or expecting sexual favors from my employees and that an array of women were claiming I had assaulted or abused them. None of that was true. I filed a lawsuit. I made a statement denying the false claims of assault, abuse, and retribution. I publicly apologized to my family, my friends.
This is the important part.
And fans for my poor discretions and marital infidelity. However, during this time, I'd been legally barred from addressing this.
So do you still accept his apology now? And then let's get to This video that he filmed right when it happened. Now, if you watch this without the context of recent events, you might really feel for him, support him, maybe open your wallet up to him. But knowing that with these recent accusations, he may be even worse, and that he had his chance, what do you do now? Do you still give Andy Signore a chance after all this? And there's more people coming out. I apologized for all that, but it doesn't seem like he really meant it.
Promise to you, I was terrified. This isn't fake. This wasn't me acting. This was me in the most raw form I can present to you. It's very vulnerable to share this with you, but I hope it will inspire you to see what I've built now.
Now, this part of this quick video is not to mock him for this. I wish that this Andy would have learned. But and if he is found innocent of all these accusations, I'll go back, correct my reporting, and take down these videos. He has the right to defend himself, but as far as I could see, this man doesn't. I don't believe you should accept his apology anymore. And how hard this man has grifted on his redemption arc and acting like it's disgusting how he uses Johnny Depp too. They are not the same at all. And I think that's not because people were jealous. He's also kind of pushing it off that they're jealous of him meeting Johnny Depp. It's because you're trying to say that you are like Johnny Depp, and you're not anything like him at all. You're something completely different. All right, so let's watch this.
To see me up now, to see me get back up, but to know this is where I came from.
So I just finished the statement that I'm putting out that I've been working on, feels like for months, but realistically I've been working on for about a few days. And part of me doesn't even want to put a statement out because people have made their minds up about me. I can't change. I'm a monster. I'm vile. I'm gross. They haven't lived my last 10 months. They don't know what that's like. They don't know how much pain and loss I've had and how much remorse and regret I have.
See, I'm not mocking him here. This isn't to make fun of him. Remorse and regret about everything, about what he did. It's not like he didn't do anything. He crossed boundaries with people he worked with and fans. He didn't do what the one lady said, and that's wrong. But he's not that innocent either. And it seems like it's continuing. And then the disgusting part is to make people speaking up act like they're crazy. And there's probably no legal he's probably not done anything illegal not done anything illegal. He's just a vile person that's grifting on people's emotions. And deep down, I don't think this man has any redemption left. I believe he's a liar. I really honestly believe it.
Based off of stupid interactions I had with women that I never knew.
Stupid interactions. This is here.
Were offended at the time. They never expressed that until now.
Okay, they never expressed it till now. And hold on. Let me bring this back up. He's saying this is very important to bring this up right after that. He didn't know people were offended this girl Britt literally gave proof. Now, we need to see somehow, without revealing any other things private, that this is actually sent to Andy, because that, you know, I'm sure if she put this out that she can, but she said she wanted to be platonic. She was concerned about being pushed out. And then he sends this. And when things go sour, he calls her crazy. The only one's crazy is to think that this is a deep fake, or that he doesn't he doesn't know where the video came from. Let's finish this because this is important.
And I champion this movement so much. This movement is so important, and I'm grateful for the...
He champions Me Too? Is that what he's saying at this time? He's championing Me Too?
lessons I've learned to be a better person for my family.
Be a better person for my family. This is why I wanted to show this.
For my son.
This is actually very sad now. Because listen,
but it's such a mean culture.
I really have to say this again. I don't believe any of the people covering this on YouTube. Do not contact Andy's family, any of them. And the majority of the concerns are how Andy interacts with his fans, the people that work for him for free, and the boundaries he crosses, and the gaslighting and mental abuse he puts on to these people, these women that ask him to stop and tell their truth. Their truth, I'm saying, because that it still has to be, as far as I could see, I believe them, but it has to be, there's still some things that have to be proven. So their truth, he calls them crazy and trolls when they speak out, and threatens, and lots of threats. So I don't believe this anymore.
Yes, these poor women that I clearly made uncomfortable. But they can't see the other side. And some will make fun of me right now for this crying confessional.
No.
You, Andy, you're not a victim. But we're all human. I refuse to ever, ever let myself see someone drowning, even if they're a criminal, and not extending a hand to make sure they're okay, that they're seeking help, that they can have a hug without judgment. We're all human beings. And it's so hard to post this because it's just gonna unearth it all, and I finally am in a happier, healthier place. But I have to stand up against this. Yes, I did wrongs. I can't legally say that yet. I wish to God I could apologize to some of these people. But I have to stand my ground on this. What April did was so wrong.
Yes, I agree with that. April is so, and I would love to support this man that's stuck to this. But unfortunately, it does not seem that's the case.
I don't care if she had regrets. She knew what she was doing. She knew I was married. She knew the affair we had. She made those decisions, and the way she vilified me and pounded at me, I can't accept it. I refuse to go down in history as a potential rapist. I still am getting "fuck you, you fat fucking rapist" texts and emails all day. I can't stomach it. I'm sick of it. I keep getting these texts all day. I'm gonna defend myself. I can't stop that. I can't let this pit in my stomach and the guilt and the shame that I've been living in for months overcome the ability to fight. And could more women come out and say, oh, he was creepy and flirted with me? Absolutely. They sure could.
Well, that's revealing. That's revealing right now.
Could, but nothing criminal. I've done nothing criminal. Have I been a creep? Absolutely. Do I regret it? Absolutely.
Oh, boy.
No one on Twitter, no fucking hate, nothing will ever hurt me the way it hurts that I lost time with my kid. And for those who are like, well, why would you do that? I don't know. It's something personal I'm working on in therapy and help, and I'm not going to let these people get to me or tell me that I can't change and that I can't be a better person. We have to let people change. We have to offer forgiveness. We have to offer help. We can't be so quick to kick someone when their house is burning down.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Oh boy, let's get to him after. Okay.
Oh. And I wanted to share that with you so you could see how dark it got, how low I got.
I will also, the other reason for showing this specific vid is this is one of the impetus to start these ladies from speaking out, because he is presenting this narrative like he is better now, like all those words meant something. And then he also said my own Amber Heard. He's suggesting he's like Johnny Depp. And knowing that he's doing the exact same thing now, according to accusations, and then still going through with this video was put out a few months ago. Knowing that he's doing the same thing at this point, he recorded this. He wanted to put that out there. And he's doing the same exact thing. Wow. That's why, yes, this is hard to watch. And this specific part of the video is not to dunk on him. This is important to show why these women are speaking out now. Now, it is subjective. Some people are going to say they're jealous that he met Johnny. I don't believe that. I believe what they're saying, that when they saw this and they realized that he is presenting this facade and he is not even, he's acting right here. Now, the video he showed, he might not have been acting, but when it's in the present day, this man is doing the exact same thing, allegedly, and he's presenting it, and he's creating a title for clicks, my own Amber Heard, and why I support Johnny Depp. This is why this situation has gotten so volatile. And if the allegations are true, this is why it's so egregious as to way he is potentially grifting on his audience right at this moment. And then when people speak up and say, Andy, you haven't changed, you're doing the same things, you're being inappropriate with all of us, you're treating us like garbage, like trolls, and gaslighting us, and then releasing this right at the same time, I think this was the tipping point from what I've heard. Now, there are two sides to every story. I don't know where he is going to go from here. And if more accusations come out, I probably will cover them. And unless some big YouTubers come by. Well, even so, Saggy's doing a great job. Nerdette Newsstand's doing a great job. People need to be aware of this. And I wish he was innocent. I just don't think so. I think that's where I'm going to end this. And that's why I include these clips, is because at this time, based on what we just found out in the recent updates, if they're true, when he recorded this, he already knew that he was back on the downslide, and then he's basically, if true, lying to everyone here for sympathy, for victim status, and to grift. And that is on another level. Wow. Okay. I will talk to you guys later. I'll be back with movie talk later. This went a lot longer than I was expecting. I was expecting to do like a 15-minute pre-record video. I want you all to have a great day. We'll see what happens. Bye.